It's recording.
Hey,
Hi.
hi. What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. What did you say before? We're doing
Oh yeah,
Ask Mandy.
yep. Manny got questions from people, and I got my favorite ones. I wrote them down. I'm
Yes.
gonna ask. It's not the whole notebook though. It's
Yes.
just
Just one page.
one page.
Yes. I'm sorry we had to postpone the video. It was originally supposed to come out um, January 30th, so what we were hoping for, but
December.
December 30th. Sorry, that would be in the future. But I've been sick, and we did record one video, and I just think it didn't turn out well because I wasn't feeling well. So we thought it'd be more fun to do when I was healthy.
Hmm.
So here we are, Ask Mandy 2015 edition.
Okay. So should I ask you things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um. The Yep. So first there were some questions about your wedding that people asked. I asked some, or I wrote some down. So the first one was, how did you meet your husband?
I met him, was it 3.5 years ago?
I think that's right.
Yes, at a friend's party, but we didn't date at first. We just got to know each other and we were friends, and then we started dating. But we met at a friend's party.
And some folks wanted to know if you went on a honeymoon and if you did, where you went, and that good stuff.
I did go on a honeymoon. We got married on December 13th, and we went on a honeymoon right afterwards to Belize, and it was beautiful, and we had a fabulous time. But then I have been sick since we got back from the honeymoon, which hasn't been fun, but I'm feeling better now, so that's good. The honeymoon was great, though.
Are you gonna tell people how you got sick?
Got sick by being in Central America. It wasn't like I didn't do anything bad.
Oh,
Well, I drank ocean water, which probably wasn't good for me.
okay. All right. So then there were also some questions about your books because you
Yay.
write those. So a lot of people wanted to know if there's going to be any follow-ups to any of your other series.
I guess there will be some follow-ups to other series. I consider the Water Song a closed world, so there's no more follow-ups to that one, and Virtue is a closed world. But with other books, I don't like talking about them until I know what the publication date is going to be. Like even with the Canon Chronicles, my publisher announced it when they um, got them, but I didn't really talk about them until I knew when they're going to be published because in the past there's been issues with books not coming out for a variety of reasons, and so I just don't feel comfortable talking about works in progress until I know for sure when they're going to be out and when I have a date because I don't want to let people down or mislead them. So that's all I have right now. I did talk about it on my blog a bit more. Like I go in depth about why I don't want to talk about stuff. So if you look at my FAQs, you'll see like where I go into it more specifically. But that's kind of my general answer to that question.
I get it. What's the latest you've heard about any of your books becoming movies?
The only series I have that's been optioned for film is the Trill series. As of right now, what I know is that company like still has the rights. They re-optioned them. It's Media Rights Capital.
Yeah,
Yes.
known for such hits as Ted and that Jesse Eisenberg, right?
Yeah, they did a
Those,
lot of those.
I know. Those are the
But
ones I remember.
yeah. So they have the rights to it. Terry Tatchell, who wrote District 9, is working on the screenplay, and that's kind of all I know. And it's Hollywood's a tricky thing. Like it could start filming tomorrow, or next year, or 5 years from now. I don't really know for sure. But as soon as I do know anything, like if I know going into production, I'll tell people. But that's all I know right now.
Yeah, Chappie looks good.
Oh yeah, Chappie does look really good. Chappie's Terry Tatchell's husband does movies, and he is doing Chappie, which looks really good.
Oh, the next two questions are spoilers. So if you don't like them, don't listen or
Yeah,
fast forward or pause.
if you haven't read the Trill series, or spoilers.
Yep. So first spoiler question is: was it planned all along for Wendy to end up with Loki? And if so, why?
I guess it's yes and no is the best answer. I knew from the beginning that I didn't want her to end up with Finn. I pictured her ending up single at the end of the series, though. But between writing Switch and Torn, I was outlining, and I realized that I thought it would be better for her and for the story if she ended up with Loki. So I decided, I guess, 1/3 of the way through that she would end up with Loki, but originally she was going to end up by herself.
Oh, Well, Loki's much better.
than being alone.
And then do you think Finn and Tove could ever wind up?
Uh, I don't think they could because I don't think Finn is gay, but I think that would be they're good friends. You know, that's
Never stop me.
yeah. I think they're just good friends and they can have their own friend misadventures together.
Friends. Okay, so now there's some questions about your writing style and habits and things like that. First one was, what is your favorite snack when you're writing?
I don't really snack when I write. I used to a bit more, but I've been trying to make healthier choices. I used to eat sweet tarts a lot, but now I guess I drink Red Bull, but I don't really eat anything. That's not
Yes.
exciting. Oh, sometimes Cheez-Its. I do love Cheez-Its. Yes.
Very health conscious.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. The health snack of the stars.
What motivated you to stick with it after being rejected so many times?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I sometimes I would get really, what's the word? Like I would want to give up, but I it was I always wanted to write. It was something that I always knew that I wanted to do, and so even when things got hard, it was just I didn't know what else I was going to do. So I felt like I had to keep doing it, and that kind of just pushed me through. It was like you just I had to. So
Makes sense to me. Um, what's the best idea you've had for a book that you didn't follow through?
um, that's a tough question. I mean, I think I have a lot of ideas for books that I don't always write, and I have a lot of outlines and just notes that I don't actually start even. So I don't know. I know there was one idea that, like, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago that I was spitballing with you. There was something about like a killer in a high school or something. You wanted like a horror scream-esque thing.
Oh yeah, Scream.
Yeah. And then I got to the spitballing phase, but I never really got past it. But it did sound like a fun concept when we were talking about it. I think we spent like a couple nights hashing out ideas, but
What's your favorite?
yeah,
Good choice.
thanks.
Um, you have a new book coming out. It's called Frostfire,
That's true.
and people ask things about it. So one of the things they asked was, "What is that book about? And do they need to read any of their series before they read it?"
I'll answer the second part first. Frostfire is the first book in the trilogy, The Canyon Chronicles, and it's a spin-off of the Trill series. But I wrote it specifically so that new readers could come to it and enjoy it without um, not understanding things. There are some allusions to things that happen in the Trill series, so you might understand, or I guess have like a deeper experience or something. I don't know how to
Yeah,
describe it, but it's not anything that like new readers can still enjoy it and you won't miss anything. But if you've read the Trill series, I think you'll be more excited about some of the cameos and stuff like that. What is Frostfire about? Frostfire is about um, Bryn Avon, who is 19 years old, and she's a tracker for the Cannon tribe, which is one of the 5 tribes of trolls in the Trill world, like that kind of world. She's an outcast though because she's um, half Cannon, half Skoyar, and so she's trying to really like fit in and find her place in the world, and she's also torn between love and duty and that kind of thing, and then um, a fallen hero comes back into her world and he's going after changelings and she's trying to figure out what he's up to. So it's kind of like a little bit of a mystery and there's romance and action and it's young adult like the Trill series.
yeah, sounds good.
Thanks.
For the if they need to read another series before they read it part, when you were saying that, it made me think of like at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy when you see Howard the Duck. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yes. Because I mean, I think you can enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy without having read Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
It's just like that, just like Howard the Duck.
Um, will there be any characters from the Trill books in Frostfire? Oh yeah, you said that.
Well,
That's
yes.
what a cameo is, right?
Yeah. There will be characters. I don't want to like really say who or when they appear because I think it'll be a little spoilery, especially for later books in the series. But a lot of favorite characters will return from the Trill series, and then Ember Holmes is one of the main characters in Frostfire, and her brother's Finn, and she had kind of a small part in the Trill books.
And when do the books in the series come out?
The first book, Frostfire, will be out January 6th, and it's actually out in some retailers now, so it's kind of out now, I guess. And then second book is Ice Kissed, and that will be out May 5th, 2015. And the last book is Crystal Kingdom, and that will be out August 4th, 2015. So they're all out within a few months, which is nice for people that don't like to wait.
Yeah, that comes out on the 6th too, right?
Oh, yes.
That's pretty neat.
Yes, this Trill, it's a complete series. You can see that, yes. And it's all 3 books together in one. It's only in a paperback edition as a 3-in-1. It will be out January 6th also. So if you haven't read it, or you have a friend who hasn't read it, no, it's a good time to read it.
All right. Last but not least is the lightning round.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes. Right at you. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Is Jurassic World going to suck or not suck?
It will not suck.
Will Ben Affleck be a good Batman or a not good Batman?
I think he will be a serviceable Batman.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, Aliens and Jaws. Those are my favorite scary movies.
Yeah.
What was that not the correct answer?
Technically it's probably correct. I don't think Jaws would be considered a scary movie.
What was when it came out?
It's more of okay.
All right. Okay.
What's your favorite book that you've written?
That I've written, I guess. I would say Crystal Kingdom is probably one of my favorites, and I also loved writing Title, which was the 3rd book in the Water Song.
That's it.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it.
All right. So I guess thank you for watching the video, and thank you for asking questions, and I hope that people check out Frostfire and enjoy it, and yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Oh, you're super welcome.